everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Brianna and this is Makeup with Brie. For those of you that haven't been watching my past couple of videos, I originally started off on TikTok and decided, you know what, I enjoy doing my makeup. I enjoy, being able to teach others and show others some tips and tricks that I've learned over the years. So I started this channel and let me tell you, I am having a blast doing my makeup for you guys and being able to spend this time with you. It has done wonders for my mental health. It has done wonders for just everything. I feel a lot better. I have energy to do this and it's just been a great time. Yeah, so in my last two videos you'll have seen that I've gotten a lot of Ipsy and Birchbox. I went on a Ulta spree. So this is kind of the result of that Ulta spree. It's just a full face of like new makeup, new products I wanted to try, and just a fun time exploring and trying out an idea I had and just kind of a get ready with me, and while I do explain everything, it's mainly this was just for my own enjoyment. It wasn't like a request or anything, but if you have any requests, feel free to send them over. Either message me, you can DM me on Instagram, you can comment on here and just tell me what you would like to see. Anything you would like to see, I will do my best to get that filmed and uploaded for you, or at least explain it to you in the comments. But yeah, that being said, let's get started. Alright, so like I explained in the intro, I have a whole bunch of new stuff and I wanted to do a makeup look with pretty much all new products. I used a full face of new stuff. The only thing that remained the same was my brows, and that's why they're already done, because I didn't find anything that really stood out to me that made me like want to buy it. So I stuck with my tried and true, my LA Girl brow pomade, and this is in soft black. Just did my normal brows. You've seen me do it before. Didn't want to waste your time because I do have a lot more to do today to show you, because I want to talk about all this stuff. And today we are going to start. I have a sample size of the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. So I'm just going to use this today instead of my usual suspects. I'm just going to put a bit of it on my finger and put this in the same spots that I would any other day. I've had this for a while. I just keep forgetting to use it, and I drive myself crazy with that. I will get something and then it will live in a drawer for 5 years until I finally go, oh wait, don't I have that? And then sure enough, I have it. I will say, once you apply this, it doesn't have a smell, but it does leave like a powdery finish. I don't know what's going on with my brow. I got like this one spot that doesn't want to cover and it's annoying me. I'll fix it later. Just ignore it. Now that we've got our primer on, we are gonna go in with some concealer. I have some color correction concealer. I don't know how well it shows up on camera. I'm looking at my monitor here and I do see some redness like here showing up and on my nose. I'm very fair skinned. It doesn't always show on camera, but I am very pale, so I do tend to have a lot of redness and just discoloration. And this is the LA Girl Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer Color Corrector. And it's got like a little brush tip. You squeeze the tube and it comes up through the bristles. And then you just paint that on wherever you need it. I don't know why, but like the tip of my nose is always red and that drives me bonkers. Like, I don't understand it. I don't like it, but yet it doesn't stop. It's been that way ever since I can remember. I've always had a bit of an issue with it, but there's not much I can do. It is what it is. This is about the most I can do, is putting a color corrector on. So we'll do that. And I'm just gonna blend that in. I'm gonna take my BH Cosmetics angled stippling brush. It's my usual foundation brush, but I'm just gonna pat these in so that it's not so harsh sitting underneath the foundation. I know people generally will put it like around their nostrils or under their eyes because sometimes they have redness up under there. For me, it's my forehead, my nose, my cheeks, and right around my mouth line that tend to get the worst of it. So that's where I color corrected. And you can really just play with it. It's your skin. You need to know how your skin reacts to different things and how different things affect it. So some people have more purple and they need like a yellow color corrector. I have redness, so I use green. But it really just depends on what's going on with your skin, and nobody's going to know that better than you. Now for foundation today, we have the Smashbox Studio Skin 24-Hour Hydra Foundation. And this is in the shade 1-1 Fair Light. And I have not used this yet at all. So I'm just going to pump this directly in my face today because I'm using a new product to blend this out. So a few little pumps of that. I'm a stickler for cleaning my bottles too as I use it because I hate when you get all the product gunked up on it. It bothers me. And today I'm going in with the Morphe E63. This is their foundation brush. It's like a cross between a stippling brush and a powder brush, or like a contour. It is angled. It's super, super soft. So what I was thinking is on one half of my face, I'm going to use this. And on the other half of my face, I'm going to use the Morphe sponge. I got these two actually in a bundle, so I'm kind of intrigued to see how they both work. So that's why I want to use them both. And we'll compare once it's applied. I have to say, like, this is super, super smooth. And I honestly, like, it doesn't even look like I'm wearing any foundation. Just gonna wipe off the excess on this side. I hate leaving excess of product. And now moving on, I'm gonna take the round end of the sponge and pat that on the other side. Just because I am intrigued as to how well this works. To be honest, it's moving my product a lot. I don't think I really like it, but I will try it again at some point. But right now, I'm just going to finish this off with the brush. But honestly, I really like it. It's really smooth. It looks really natural. Like, there's a few places where it's like clinging to my dryness, but that's a me issue. I have really dry skin and I have some like eczema on my face. I've talked about it before. So I'm not too surprised by it, but elsewhere, like everywhere, I don't have that texture or the skin annoyances that, you know, really just set it off. Like, it does not look like I'm wearing any foundation. I really like the way this looks so far. Enough blabbering, moving on. We have our regular concealer. This is the Tarte Ultra Creamy Shapetape in the shade 208 Light. Because I am a pale person, we're just gonna take this and go right under our eyes, focusing on the inner corner and the outer edge. This is a new trick that I saw on like TikTok and Instagram. I'm giving it a try. It's supposed to help lift your eyes and make it a little more of like a facelift effect versus the downturn that you tend to get if you put your concealer on too low. And just for a little extra coverage, I'm going to go over those same problem spots just to be safe, because I do tend to have a lot of issues with it. So to be a little proactive, cover them up. I'm going to go in with my Araceli Beauty Blender just to bounce out this concealer. All right, and that is the concealer done. And next up we have from Essence Beauty, I have the Contouring Duo palette, and this is in the darker skin. I wanted something a little bit warmer than what I've been using. And I'm sorry, my nose ring keeps poking out and bothering the crap out of me. So we have like a mid-tone for this, and I wanted to test that out today. So I'm going to take, this is another BH Cosmetics brush. This is a dome brush, and I'm going to use this with the lighter shade in this to do a bit of bronzing. Switching gears here, I'm going to take, this is the Complex Culture Cheek Chiseler brush, and I'm going to dip into the darker shade now and do my actual contour. Woohoo, that's a lot of product. Very, very pigmented product. We can blend this out though. Well, it did take off my foundation right there. I'm just switching back and forth between my dome brush and the cheek chiseler just to make sure that I have a nice seamless blend, because this is a little more difficult to blend than I anticipated. A lot of their other products have been really smooth thus far, so I was a little surprised just to see that this is a little more difficult and it's not setting the best. This side I'm definitely going to have to fix. I don't know what's going on, but my foundation has been lifted a little bit, and we're gonna just have to fix that. There's no way around it, but it's okay. Now for highlight, I have a bit of a treat for you guys. I got the Fenty Beauty Killawat highlighter, and this is in Hustla Baby. Look at that shine. Oh my god, I am in love with this. I just, oh, it's gorgeous. So I'm just going to take a BH Cosmetics brush. This is just some old brush that I've had. I don't know. It's like an old blush brush. And I'm just going to dip into that and go over my cheekbones and up to my temple a little bit. Get a little bit for your nose. A little bit for your Cupid's bow. If you're feeling fancy, you can put a little on your forehead. I love how much this shines. Like, I can't get over it. It's just gorgeous. And to set this, I'm going in, let me open this up, because I haven't used this at all yet. I am going in with the Morphe Translucent Setting Powder. It's a nice little tub, and it's just the regular old translucent. It's nothing special. And I'm going in with a fluffy face brush and just setting my under eye. I had wanted to leave the rest of my face unpowdered just to see the movement ratio, but since this is already messed up, like, I didn't want to leave it, so I just put a little powder all over just to be safe. That way it doesn't move too much and we can get that all taken care of. All right, moving on to eyes. All right, so I'm gonna go in with the, let me zoom out a little bit here, 35D Desert Bouquet palette from Morphe. And here are some of those gorgeous colors. Ooh, girl, let me tell you. So today I just wanted to do something a little different than what I'm like usually seen doing. I just want to do a little something outside the box, I guess you could say, because I have been stuck in a rut makeup wise and I am sick of it, you know? It gets that way sometimes. Like, you get so used to doing something, it's just, it becomes your everyday. And I don't want that to keep happening. So we're gonna change up a little bit here. So first off, I'm just gonna go in with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. And we are gonna go all over the lid with that. And then pat that in with our finger. God, this foundation, like, at first it looked good, but then I'm seeing where it started to settle in certain places. So I'm gonna have to tinker with that. I don't know if it was my primer, the moisturizer, or something else, but this is not setting the best on my skin. So I might have to just redo my skin after this, but right now we're working on our eyes. So going into the Morphe palette, I'm gonna take Suck on That, this deep green here. It's deep succulent green. Now I'm gonna take this is a Morphe M213. And this is just a small like detailing brush. And I'm going to dip right into that shade. And we are gonna get started here. Switching gears, we are gonna take, this is a Morphe, just blending brush or crease brush, however you want to reference it. It doesn't have a name, but we are gonna go into this lighter green, Sweet Sage. We're gonna go right into that and blend out the line that we've made and blend that up towards our eyebrow. Just going back in with that Suck on That shade and fixing up our line a little bit deeper, making sure that stays nice and crisp. Now, I've had a couple different ideas for like the direction I wanted to go with this, and honestly, I have yet to make up my mind. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk. She's a little old, she's a little worn. This is from all of the cosplays and stuff that I do. It just ends up getting all over the place. So just wiping her off for a fresh start. I'm just gonna go right here on the inner part of the eye. You can use concealer for this. I wanted something a little more tacky, just because of what I'm getting ready to put on my eye. I just wanted something a little more tacky, a little more sticky for it to set on here well. And then I'm just going to go in with a regular like shadow brush and blend this out. You can use any type of shadow brush you want. And now I'm going to go in with this BH Cosmetics small shadow brush. It doesn't have a name or number, but I am going to go in with this shade here, Plant Mom. It's like an orange shimmery shadow. And I'm going to put that right on top of where I just placed Milk. And if a brush doesn't work for you, you can also just use your finger. And depending on the shadow and depending on how it's formulated, sometimes you'll actually get a better payoff this way. But it just depends on what you're working with. For this, since I'm doing a bit more of like detail work, it works better for me to use a brush for like up along the line. But it all depends on like what you're looking for, like what type of look you're doing, what type of shadows you're using. There's a lot of variables, and I don't want to be like, you got to do it this way or you have to do it like this, because there is no rules in makeup. It's really just whatever floats your boat. For our outer corner, and stick with me here, this is a little weird. We put green all up in our crease, then orange. And you're going to be like, what the hell are you smoking when I show you this last color that I'm going to be using on my eye? It's going to be Rich Clay. A nice purple. In person, it's very warm and very beautiful. Like, I am in love with this color. Just dipping in with a Morphe blending brush. Doesn't matter what brand it is or anything like that. Just a nice blending brush. And we are going in on the outside here and working our way in. And you kind of want to stamp it on too. You don't want to be like too swishy swashy with it, because if you rub it back and forth, you're going to displace the color and it's not going to be as vibrant as you want. So I'm kind of just like pressing this on. And this brush actually is not working for me. I don't like it for what I'm doing. So I'm switching back to that small little blending brush. I just wiped it off. So I'll use this to press it on. Get a little more detail, a little more up in there. I'm just going to connect the corners here. And I'm also going to take, where is it? Agave My Heart. It matches the Rich Clay color, just it's sparkly. And I'm just going to take that on my finger and dab that in between where the Plant Mom color starts and the Rich Clay begins. Right between them. Blend those together. And then if you're worried about it, you can go back in with those first brushes and the first colors and just tidy that up a little bit. Because I know sometimes, like, when you're blending, it gets a little out of hand. So I'm just going to go back in and blend this out. And for the inner corner, I'm going to take, where is it? This sparkly shade here, Aloe Goodbye. Take that on a Morphe brush. This is just a small little shadow brush, little detailer. And I'm just going to put that right on the inner corner. Make that nice and sparkly and vibrant. And you could use either like a gold or another purple or even a white. The opportunities and choices here are just completely endless. All right, so I'm gonna hop off camera really quick and do my liner. I'll be right back. All right, liner's on. I'm gonna go back in with, well, actually, no. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this Midnight Bloom, this matte black that they included in this palette, and I'm gonna take this on a small definer brush. This is another Morphe. Doesn't have a number on it. I got it a while ago, so it doesn't have a number on it. But I'm gonna take that matte black and just go and smudge out the lower lash line. Alright, and lastly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a blending brush. This is a BH Cosmetics angled blender, and I'm going to go in with Mojave Heat, this like brick color, and further smudge out my lower lash line. All right, I'm gonna go and do the other eye, put on my lashes. All right, so I'm gonna go and put on my lashes, do my other side, and I'll be right back with the final look. Alright everyone, here is the finished look. I hope you really like it. I hope you had a blast filming it the way I did. The only thing I didn't film that I tried, I used the NYX Powder Puff Lippie. This is in the shade Moody. I also used the NYX Professional Makeup Retractable Lip Liner. This is in the shade Nude Pink. I also used the Shimmer Balm Lip Gloss by Makeup Revolution. This is legitimately like the most glittery lip gloss I've ever used. And lastly, I'm gonna go in with the Makeup Revolution Hydrate and Fix Radiance Makeup Setting Spray in long wear oil control hyaluronic acid. I'm just going to spray this all over really quick. It does smell nice. It's not like overbearing, and it doesn't like last super long, but it feels really good on the skin. I'm into it. But anyway, this is the final look. I hope you really enjoyed watching, and I really had a blast filming. I was able to set up my makeup station a little bit more. I have another organizer on the way, so once I get that situated, I'll be revamping this once again, and I will be posting a picture so you guys can see too. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or any suggestions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys!